And welcome back to me channel, or if you're new here, just welcome. My name is Rusty, and this is me channel where I talk about me favorite movies, mostly horror, and me favorite music, mostly metal, and welcome to my July 2023 update. If you've been around my channel, you notice that for some reason I can't keep up. I'm already receiving items for September, and yet here we are just doing the July update. But I keep doing movies instead, so there you go. So we are going to start this update as usual. These are movies and or music. I didn't get any music this month, but these are movies and or music that I purchased and received during the month of July 2023. And there was only one DVD, and it was one of the rare screw-ups that I had, and that was Do You Want to Know a Secret? Now, I searched this down because, for my slasher collection. I guess I'm glad to have it, for those hard-to-find slashers, but boy, this movie was awful. It was just awful, and it could have been so much better. I did a rant video on this, one of my rare ones, so yes. And we are going to now move on to Blu-rays, and we are going to start with any replacements. That is, movies that I already had on DVD, but wanted to upgrade them to Blu-ray. So yes, we are going to do that, and we are going to start off with I dropped the 3D glasses for My Bloody Valentine, the remake, and this has the 3D disc and the Blu-ray, and it comes with 2 pairs of glasses. So yeah, good little collector's item with Saw 3, or what is that, Saw 6 on the glasses. Well, that looks freaky, but not much more freaky than my lighting system, right? So it comes with 2 pairs of glasses. There's the DVD that I had. That is the Blu-ray, so I'm glad to have this on Blu-ray. And this, I have all of the seasons of True Blood. I love True Blood. And this is the season 1. This is the premiere season of True Blood, which I now have on Blu-ray. So, yeah. So I upgraded the first season of True Blood to Blu-ray. We'll see if I can get all the rest. One of my favorite movies ever. This is Enemy of the State with Gene Hackman and Will Smith. I absolutely love this, and yeah, I had it on DVD, and that DVD liked to freeze and skip, so I was able to find it on Blu-ray. So I'm very, very happy to have Enemy of the State. I absolutely love it. Notice I don't have the DVD in here because I threw it away because it was messed up. This is Oh, Be Still My Heart. This is The Outsiders, the full, complete novel, which basically means the director's cut. So we have The Outsiders. Look at that. Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, C. Thomas Howell, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe. All the ones that really matter, yeah? Talk about crush, god damn. I can't even pay attention to this movie because my eyes won't sit still long enough. Matt Dillon. God damn. I upgraded The Hangover unrated. So, yep. Got it with slipcase. I have both of them, or no, all 3 of them on DVD. But I got 2 and 3 on Blu-ray, so I finished them off. I'm not much into comedy, but I do have a few. This is the remake of Piranha. And yes, I had it on DVD, but since I upgraded everything to Blu-ray from Piranha, I wanted that. Saturday Night Fever, the DVD thing is sitting right there. And now I have it on Blu-ray. Saturday Night Fever, the director's cut with slipcase. I love that slipcase. That is just wicked, reflecting off my lights. Ta-da-da. I have disco lights for the disco box. I love Saturday Night Fever. So I'm very glad to have the director's cut on Blu-ray. This is an upgrade of one of the weirdest movies ever made, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. The Killing of a Sacred Deer I had on DVD. I wanted to upgrade. A weird box too, because that's the correct way to hold it. But the picture is very strange. But you know what? With a movie this fucked up, why in the hell would they make a not fucked up slipcase, right? You got to keep things together. So, A Killing of a Sacred Deer, what a weird movie, but I love it. I absolutely love it. This is Serenity, the movie from Firefly. I had it on DVD. I upgraded it to Blu-ray. I love Nathan Fillion in it. I've got the whole series on DVD, so you get those missing episodes that never aired because Josh Whedon got so upset, rightfully so, and kind of quit, you know, with what they literally, Firefly is one of the best sci-fi shows, and they only aired like 8 or 9 episodes of it, and Josh Whedon was like, because of what they were doing to him. So if you get the box set of the entire series, you get those few episodes uncut. Yeah. This is The Godfather, the Frank Capra. Francis Coppola, Frank Capra. What the fuck? The complete restorations. These are all of the restorations. Now, I have the box set of this on DVD, but of course, you definitely want to have it on Blu-ray. So, I've got the box set on DVD of this, and I have the Blu-ray now. So, the Francis Coppola, the complete restoration, all of the Godfather films restored, and an entire disc of special features, interviews, documentaries. Very nice. That stuff out the way. Now we're going to move on to first time purchases. These are movies that I have never had in my collection. So this is the first time I had them, and they're going directly to Blu-ray. We have the horror movie Circus of the Dead. I heard this was one of those video nasties. I mean, it's not on the video nasty list, but it damn sure would be if there was one now. Circus of the Dead. Christian Bale and Helen Mirren in Royal Deceit. This was back when he was still a youngster. Royal Deceit. Very glad to have that. This is a little horror movie called Initiation. Got the Blu-ray and digital code. This is from just last year or the year before. It's only like a year or two old. Little slasher. Initiation. I got this from Hamilton because, you know, it was like a couple bucks and I love him. And it's actually got a pretty high score. Ron Perlman and Asher. You know, if you ever want to like fill out your movie collection, Hamilton Books. Taken, the director's cut. Yeah, the extended cut of Taken. Got it brand new because I had Taken 2, so why not get the first one? What we had? Annette Bening, Aidan Quinn, Robert Downey Jr. Little horror movie called In Dreams that I think is very good. I liked this way back, you know, when it came out, whatever, the 90s or something. Daniel Craig in Defiance. I had this on my wish list for quite a while, kept meaning to get it, and then finally pulled the trigger. I love my little war movies, so this will go in that section. Another war movie called Hyena Road. I do like my war movies, so we have that. Hyena Road. Pulse pounding action. Aren't they all? Now, this was like, I waited. I mean, I had a hard time getting a hold of this because when I would remember to go looking for it, it was always ridiculously hard to find and expensive, and yet I finally found it brand new on sale, and that's the remake of Fright Night. I don't have too much of a problem with it, but then again, I'm not a remake snob unless they're shitty, and this isn't shitty, and I really like this, so I'm really glad to have it, and it's one of Yeltsin's movies, you know, and I'm still sad about him dying. This is Halo Nightfall. It's not animated, it's a live action. I have all the games, I love Halo, so to get to see this little movie story, live action story of Halo is cool. Oh, a little horror movie. Is this Scream Factory? This is Scream Factory, so I don't know why it's in this pile. It should be over here. But Ambition from Scream Factory with Slip. A little killer thriller serial slasher killer movie. So Ambition, the Scream remake, Scream Factory. A Shudder exclusive, we have VHS 99. I like all of the VHS movies except for VHS Viral, which I don't have, and I hated it, so. But VHS 99 to go with my VHS collection. Hooray. We got M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. I got the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code. M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. What did you think about it? This disappointed me. Not the movie, but this release disappointed me. And that's Infinity Pool. You know, Mia Goth, Alexander, you know, and I was very disappointed when it came because it's like really shit. And I'm like, but Infinity Pool was like a major release, right? And yet the release was just nothing. Very, very shitty release for the price. You know, it was like 20 something bucks to get it. And it's got no DVD, no digital code. This company who made it, you know, you suck. What are you doing charging this kind of price for a release that has nothing in it? I was very surprised that it didn't have a digital code or DVD or anything. It was just a Blu-ray, no extras, no specials. Very, very shitty, lazy release. But I love the movie. The new version of All Quiet on the Western Front, it's got a reversible cover. I love the original, and I actually like this a hell of a lot better. This is the new version of All Quiet on the Western Front for my war movie collection. Well, just a year or two ago. It did not have a digital code or DVD either. It's kind of a pretty lame release. But then, I didn't know this, but then I noticed that it said Netflix somewhere on it, so it's somehow associated with Netflix, which explains a lot, right? It explains why it was so expensive and explains why it was such a shitty packaging. I keep calling it releases, a shitty release, but I guess I should refer to it as, well, no, it's a shitty release. Not including a DVD, not including a digital code, nothing like that. So, and they're charging premium prices, you know, like Infinity Pool. This one cost me, you know, it was probably about $22 for this, and it was like, these two just were not worth the price as far as a release goes. Both of them, just a plain Blu-ray, no booklet, no art card, no DVD, no digital code, no nothing. It was very... This one I don't understand. This one I do because it's associated with Netflix, which explains all. I got Synchronic with Slipcase, a very trippy little movie. I enjoyed it a great deal. The preview that I did. You have to understand, a lot of these movies I don't watch all the way through. I skip through and watch pieces to see the quality, the acting, things like that, because I usually want to watch the complete movie fresh to do a review on it. So, but I usually do check them out. And this looked very well made, but I like the storyline. Synchronic. This is IFC Scream Factory, again in the wrong pile. And that's Alien Outpost. I really like this movie. I remember seeing it way back, and I really enjoyed the different take it had on an alien invasion. Sort of in the vein of... it's not as bad as 10 Cloverfield Lane as far as there not being much. You know there's something going on, but you don't see much. You know what's going on in this movie, but you don't see them a whole lot. It's more of a story about this outpost guarding an area against it. And it's got a lot more in it than 10 Cloverfield Lane, but it's kind of that kind of slant on an alien story. Very happy to have these. This is the first season of Star Trek Enterprise on Blu-ray. I, of course, have all of the files on discs, but to have, you know, season 1 of Enterprise on Blu-ray is very cool. I love Star Trek Enterprise. It is my, well, if you include the original series, usually when people ask me, you know, to rank the Star Trek series that I consider Star Trek, you know, shit like Discovery and all, that's not Star Trek. But my favorite, of course, is the original series remastered. The remastered version of the original series is my favorite. But of the series that came after, Voyager is my number 1, and Enterprise is my number 2. I really love Enterprise. So Enterprise is my number 2, and then we have probably Star Trek The Next Generation, and then Deep Space Nine. However, that doesn't mean I don't like them. I know every line of every episode. I am a complete Trekkie. So yes, to have Season 1 and Season 2 of Enterprise is phenomenal to have on Blu-ray. Now I just have to get 3 and 4, which is a hell of a lot more hard to find. Nazis at the Center of the Earth, because of course I did. You know, of course I'm going to buy Nazis at the Center of the Earth. because I am a Nazi zombie fanatic. I love my zombie, and I love the subgenre of that subgenre, which is Nazi zombies. I don't even know what that's about, but there are so many Nazi zombie movies. And it's like Nazis at the center of the earth. This is like full baked cheese sandwich, and it's really cool. I like it a great deal. And I got this really nice little triple feature that I've never had before. I never had any of these three movies, and individually I did want them. Then I ran across this. A triple feature of House of Wax, Return to House on Haunted Hill, Unrated, and Ghost Ship. Like I said, all three of these movies were in my wish list to buy individually, and then I ran across this. Then I researched it and found out that they are all on their own discs, you know? So, so they're all on their own discs. So it's like getting them all at the same time, and it was like $12. So that is a really good triple feature, Ghost Ship. I never had any of these three movies, so I'm very glad to have that. So that was all of my new acquisitions of films that I never had before. I'll get into my collection. Now we're going to move on to the special stuff. I always save the special stuff for the end. The climax. The cinematic orgasm. So, we're going to start off with some still books that I got. This beautiful World War Z still book. I did already have the Blu-ray, so it's sitting right here. But when I saw this is the unrated version of World War Z, Brad Pitt, totally embossed. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. So it's the still book of Brad Pitt in World War Z. You can see the embossment on it. Very heavy, like that Star Trek one I got. This is the still book of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I already had the Blu-ray. But, Hamilton Books, man, they get some nice shit for $5. And everyone going to pass up Ghost Protocol. I wasn't going to pass up a Mission Impossible still book, for $5. Brand new in the wrapper. Come on. So, yeah. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol still book. We have the still book for Pacific Rim. Very nice. And what's up with that? Four Blu-rays, or four. There's all kind of shit in this. So we have Pacific Rim still book. And we have Pacific Rim Uprising still book as well. And it comes, this is a nice still book, and it comes with a comic. How do we do this? So you have this comic in it. It's pretty thick too. It's got a lot of pages. So you have this comic book. I Am Pentecost. And it's a comic book. You can see how thick it is. What is that? It's very nice. Very cool on the inside. Like I said, it comes with a little comic book, which makes it even heavier than it already is. And there you go, Pacific Rim Uprising still book. So I snagged 4 still books. And now we're moving on to the collector's items. And we have the Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Valentine. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I fucking love this movie. It's a slasher. I did have the DVD. And now I have the remastered collector's edition of Valentine. Get a little closer. Alright, this is the Scream Factory remaster of an 80s cheese movie called The Nest. Make sure there wasn't for a second there I thought that was nasty. But then again, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm not monetized and never will be. It's got the DVD, it's got the Blu-ray of Nest, The Nest, Cockroach Horror. Scream Factory? Yeah. The Scream Factory remaster of The Nest. Miss Carter told me about this. I don't know if I can show that. This is Trauma Terror Firmer. I watched she told me about it, and then I went and watched 15 minutes of it. And by the time those 15 minutes were over, I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. Because it was just that fucking stupid. And it was like, okay, this will fit right in with Gutter Balls, Nail Gun Massacre, Girlfriend from Hell, all of that type of movie that I love. And I'm like, yeah, this is definitely... And I'm really not a big fan of Trauma, but there is some that I like, and this was just fucked up. So, yeah, you have... Is that the Blu-ray and the DVD? No, they're both Blu-rays, so I guess... when it comes with a couple of extra Trauma movies on it as well. Let me cover up this guy's butt. So, yeah. That bird finger right there can also, YouTube can have that for their censorship. But I'm covering up his ass. Who in the hell puts a guy's ass on the disc? It's Trauma. That's pretty much expected, yeah. So, yeah, Terra Firma to add to my ridiculous section. Now we have the Scream Factory remaster of Class of 1984. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I am having a ridiculously hard time finding and getting my hands on Class of 1999, which I want so bad with Pam Grier in it. I even started to order some French version, but I was like, are you sure that it's going to have English audio? I don't know. It's so hard to find. But there is Class of 1984. This is the cover that I prefer. It comes with a dual cover. Their new artwork. Well, both of these, but there's the Class of 1984 artwork. But I like I like this one. I like this cover. So yeah. Class of 1984 Scream Factory remaster. And here's that $20 mistake that I made. When I went to get the remaster of Piranha and ended up buying the 2010 Scream Master remaster, which does look beautiful. It does look beautiful, but then I was told that's incorrect. You have to buy the 4K to get the newest remaster of Piranha, which is worth it. So there is the 4K for Piranha. So now I have the 2010 remaster Blu-ray, the 2010 DVD remaster from Scream Factory, and now I have the 4K with the newest remaster. This is the slipcase, which you can't change the slipcase. However, this is the cover that I prefer. I prefer this cover to that one. But this one's not quite as Girls Gone Wild as the other one is. But I like this cover the best, so that's the way I will keep it. Collector's edition, 4K with the Blu-ray. Yes. So yeah, that was a $20 mistake I made, but that's okay. Just shows how much I love the original Piranha. I wanted that new Blu-ray remaster, and you can only get it in this, so don't make the same mistake. Okay, what's next? We have Arrow's remaster of 16 Candles. Now it comes with a reversible cover, the cover that everybody is used to. 16 Candles, Anthony Michael Hall, for my Molly Ringwald collection, because I am a freak for all those movies. Pretty in Pink, The Breakfast Club, Heathers, Jawbreaker, The Legend of Billie Jean, Hotel New Hampshire, all of those. So yes, this is the brand new remaster of 16 Candles from Arrow. So that is cool as fuck. And here we have the Arrow remaster, and also I will talk about this. The Arrow remaster of Hellraiser. Now, what was it that I was going to say? And the Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. So I got the 4K rescan remasters of Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. And what I wanted to say about it is that those are the ugliest. What the fuck is that? That is truly the ugliest artwork that I have ever seen is on these two movies. Man, a kindergartner could draw a better rendition of Pinhead and then that psycho from Hellraiser 2, the Doctor. That is awful, awful. It is awful artwork. Terrible colors. It looks like a child drew it. And I'm not talking about, a kid with Asperger's who can draw like Leonardo da Vinci. I'm talking about a little kindergarten kid hopped up on sugar cookies. The artwork was awful. So I will keep the original artwork on them. And this one was just as bad. The fuck is that? And it looks better on my camera, but the artwork, it's terrible. It's just terrible. It's just, I've never seen Arrow make such an error in their new artwork, because those two suck. But yeah, so the remaster rescans of Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. So I'm very, very happy to have those. And last but not least, I finally got Maximum Overdrive. This is the Vestron remaster of it. Hell to the Yeah. Emilio Estevez is just... I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not even going to talk about what Emilio Estevez is in this movie. Because you already know. Fucking gorgeous, I had to say it. But yes, I'm very, very happy to have Maximum Overdrive. I don't care what you say, Maximum Overdrive is fucking phenomenal. So yeah, that's all of these special ones. We have Maximum Overdrive, and Hellraiser 2 Hellbound from Arrow, and Hellraiser from Arrow, and Pretty in Pink from Arrow. The 4K of Piranha with the brand new Scream Factory 2022 or whatever it was remaster. Class of 1984 from Scream. Terra Firma. Who made this? I can't tell in my lighting. From Trauma, Terra Firma. The Nest and Valentine Scream Factory remasters and rescans. Yes. And that does it for July. If you saw anything that you liked or that you have, please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, or just come and laugh at me. Whatever you want. It's fine. But if you saw anything that you like, let me know. If I gave you any boners to go look for, because that's what I do. I love watching update videos. And all you people, Horror with Hoss, RWR Reviews, Explosive Action, those are the 3 channels that I often see things that I have to write down, you know, to, damn, I've got to have that. So yeah, I love watching update videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you see anything that you like or have, tell me what you think about it. And I will see you in the next video. Love you, miss you. Bye-bye. Always remember and never forget you're a very, very special person. And I will see you in the next thing I do. I wish I could turn on the lights. My hair is orange. I went back to my 13-year-old hair color. Because my natural hair color right now, after about 23, my hair went to light auburn, but I was born platinum blonde. Then when I was about 5, my hair turned into strawberry blonde. Then when I was by the time I hit 12, it had turned bright copper. So from the age of 12 to 17 or so, my hair was bright copper, which is what it is right now. You just can't see it in this lighting. But, then it darkened up to light auburn, which is my natural color now. But I wanted to go back to my teenage year natural hair color. So my hair is bright copper. I look like a fucking clown, but it's cool. And I will see you in the next one. Love you, miss you. Bye-bye.